So this lesson is about rhythms, specifically for 16th notes, because in our piece Going to Boston, we have tons of 16ths. So just in case some of you have never played with these before, sorry if the video is a little bit shaky, we're going to work specifically on trying to do the example, right? We said before that we now use 2 or any sort of number and then E and A to describe the 16th notes, right? Because we said that these 16th notes are faster than 8th notes and definitely faster than quarter notes, right? But we also want to know how many of these are equal to 8th notes and quarters. So I'm going to start off by telling you that 1/8 is equal to 2/16. So now I want you to tell me, or tell yourself since I won't be able to hear you, how many 16th notes is 2 8th notes worth? Well, if 1 8th note is equal to 2/16, 2 8th notes must be equal to 4/16. Exactly, if you said that. So now we know that this is then equal to this. But we also know that 2 8th notes is equal to a quarter note. So if 2 8th notes is equal to a quarter note, and 2 8th notes is also equal to 4/16, how many 16ths are in a quarter? If you said 4, I feel like we're on an episode of Dora the Explorer, then you're correct, right? So 4/16 are equal to 1/4, which is why later you'll see in Going to Boston, you'll need to make sure that you're always counting 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, which we call subdivision, so that you can make sure all of your quarter notes are as long as they should be, okay, or the value of 4/16. So first I'm just going to point the pencil and I'm going to say the rhythm. If you'd like to say it with me, maybe listen the first time and then say it the second time. So you have 1 and 2 E and A, 3 4, 1 E and A, 2 and 3 4, 1 E and 2, 3 and A, 4 E and A, 1 2 3 4. Now you might get a little bit jumbled saying the E and A, right, or not saying E and A, but just think of it as syllables, right? You know that sidewalk has 2 syllables, sidewalk. Well, so do these now 16th notes. They all have syllables. So if you listen, you have 1 and 2 E and A, 3 4, 1 E and A, 2 and 3 4, 1 E and 2, 3 and A, 4 E and A, 1 2 3 4. Now I'm going to post another video of me now clapping them so that you can kind of clap them along with me, but obviously I can't clap and hold the video at the same time, okay?